Hello, welcome. Today we are going to be doing a Kundalini yoga class that is based and created in mind with the enchantress phase of the menstrual cycle. So even if we're not somebody who bleeds in the months, then we are still affected by the enchantress energies, as they are the same energies as the waning moon. So this is the type of moon that is moving away from the full phase of the moon. So moving towards the new moon, the dark moon. So the energies that flow within us are very much so affected by the energies of the moon. And that is going to be on subtle levels as well as physical levels, especially if we are somebody who menstruates. So in these phases of our lives, we are moving away from a time where energy is amped, energy is going to be at its most powerful, and we're moving in a direction where energy is moving towards a place of rest. So instead of going full throttle with as much energy as we possibly can, instead we are learning how to restore. We're learning how to, and we're experiencing the effects of the transition into solitude and rest and darkness. In the enchantress phase, we're able in any body to reflect on the parts of us that need to dial it back, the parts of us that need to find its way back to its center. So in this practice, at any time, if you need to take a break, if you need to find a moment to be still and find a moment to come back to yourself, please do so. Always take care of you in your practice, wherever you are. And that also includes the usage of props. If you need any sort of comfortable item like a towel, a blanket, a block, anything that's going to allow you to have the best practice that you can for your body today. Now, we're all going to start with tuning in with each other and tuning in with the practice and ourselves. So this is going to be through the Adi mantra, finding a comfortable seat, whether in a cross-legged pose on the earth or in a chair. We're going to immediately draw connection by rubbing the hands together, finding some warmth in the palms, and then sending the thumbs to rest against our thymus. Finding maybe some organic movement in the neck, releasing the crown, and then paying attention to the spine today. Inhale deeply. Suspend the breath here at the top, holding the breath, maybe if it's comfortable for us today, closing the eyes and centering them into that third eye point between our eyebrows. Exhale the breath. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Third inhale to tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale, suspend the breath at the top. Hold your gaze. And exhale, release. Thank you so much for being here with me. So right away, we're going to begin just with the idea of every pose that we're going to be in. I would like for you to challenge yourself in your breath. The breath is going to stimulate the energies of the body as well as bring a lot of love and a lot of care into your physical form too, through the respiratory system. So breathing deeply and mindfully throughout the entire practice. We're going to begin in our sweet standing pose. So make your way all the way up into standing. I think my head's cut off slightly. Go back up. So here in our standing pose, we're going to be moving our arms in an arc. So it's an inhale up, inhale forward, inhale up again, and exhale all the way down. Inhale up, inhale forward, inhale up, and exhale forward. So this is going to be the pose, and really challenge your breath here. Moving the lymph, stretching through the systems of the body. Bending generously through the knees if you need to. Inhale, 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 exhale. Not here for long, guys. You got this. Notice the sensations, notice the thoughts coming up here. You need a little bit more stability. You may widen your stance. One more cycle here on your own time. Stretch once you get to the top, maybe big, tall stretch, and exhale. Release everything. Wiggle the legs, wiggle the ankles, wiggle the wrists, the arms. Release any built up energy. Coming into a restorative, restful experience. Releasing anything chaotic in your body and allowing it to come back to normal. All right, we're gonna come all the way back down to the mat, moving into tabletop position, hands directly underneath the shoulders, knees directly underneath the hips. So here in our cat-cow movement, I would like for you to notice exactly where our spine's energy is today. And if we are feeling like we need some rest, more so in our bodies, and move gently here, moving with your breath, inhaling, opening the heart, exhaling, rounding the spine, moving the energies of the body with the energies of the breath. Or if you're feeling like there's something caught inside and you need some energy to get it out, then we're going to pump the breath. Inhaling and exhaling a little bit faster. So find what feels good for you today. And once you have figured out your tempo, close your eyes and really lean into it. Allow the breath to cleanse you. Releasing energy that is stored in places in the tight crack. Revealing the power left behind. stimulating the center column, the channel of energy that runs along our spine. Roll the eyes back into that third eye point. All right, inhale. Hold the pose, suspend the breath, feel the spine. Exhale, round the spine, drop the head. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Great work. We're going to ease our way onto our bellies here. So take your time. So find a way that you can comfortably place your forehead down into the mat. Your palms are going to be steadily right next to your, right gently underneath your shoulders here. Lowering the head down. We're going to alternatively lift our legs up. So peek at me if you need to. One at a time, swimming the legs. Right away here, we might notice sensation in the hips. Notice sensation in the lower belly. Breathe deeply here. Strengthening the lower back. Finding will here. Then, once we've got the hang of this, we might release the arms forward and begin to, or perhaps backward, whatever your body is feeling today. My body wants to go arms back. We might lift our arms alongside with our legs, maybe alternatively, pulling the attention in a separate direction, lifting alternate arms, alternate legs, seeing what feels good for us today. Breathing deeply. Little yoga for the brain here. Wonderful work. You got this. A little bit more. Drawing attention to those gorgeous inner organs. Inhale, lift all the limbs up, lift the head, breathe here. And exhale, send the fingertips to rest underneath the head, maybe laying a cheek down to rest. Relax. Breathe deeply. Notice how you feel. Notice the thoughts, the storylines, maybe some insecurities popped up in that moment. Wonderful work. Now we're going to draw the fingertips, the palms, rest right tucked into the rib cage, palms almost directly beneath the shoulders. Press into the tops of the feet here, nice long activated legs. We're going to inhale, flow up to cobra. Careful not to press deeply into the palms, instead allowing the muscles in the back to lift you up. Inhale, and on an exhale, flow the forehead down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower, moving like the ocean. Pressing like a wave. Allowing the breath to sustain you here. Inhale, all together, lift. And exhale, release. Curl the toes under and make your way, your own way, into puppy posture. You might, just for noticing your balance here, you might come to a tabletop position and then walk out the knees behind you, lower the elbows exactly where the palms were, lower the head down and lift the hips up, breathing through the belly, breathing in the back body, opening up through the arms, the chest. Wonderful work. So just like we're sliding in, we're going to slide all the way back onto our bellies. Our elbows stay exactly where they were. Coming into the Sphinx, peek at me if you need to. So elbows are directly underneath the shoulders, and our palms are parallel. Open up the heart, open up the throat, press the hips down into the earth. Find a moment here, breathing, maybe turning the head side to side. Stretching the front body, relaxing the back body. Where embodying the beautiful energies of the waning moon here. Returning to itself. Returning to its shadow. Great work. Slowly lower the head down, coming back through tabletop. Take your time. And then send the knees out as wide as the yoga mat. Big toes come to touch. Sink the hips onto the heels and walk it out. Child's pose. Now I'm going to find my child's pose with a little pillow here made out of my palms. So find what feels good for your body today. Find relief. And breathe here, opening up through the back body, massaging the hips. Maybe we need a little bit more stretch. We may send the arms behind us, interlaced, up, stretching through the tops of the shoulders, the tops of the arms. Whatever feels good for us today. Find your pose. Deeply breathing. Your next exhale, ease up. And we're going to bring the knees together. And we're going to curl the toes under. Send the hips to rest on the heels, coming into a rock pose, stretching through the feet. Breathing here, noticing any panic that comes in as you stretch through the bottoms of the feet. Notice any thoughts, any insecurities, any fidgeting like I was just doing. Simply be here for a moment, acknowledging your root, acknowledging what carries you through all processes of your life. Great job. All right, coming off the toes, maybe slap the backs of the feet a couple times, counter pose, and then slide into our easy position, coming into cross-legged. Hands come to heart, tap the thumbs against the thymus just a couple of times, recentering. Breathe in deeply and exhale. Wonderful work. Now we're going to bring the soles of the feet in together, and we're going to really try to make an effort to pull the heels in close to center. Now, if you reach a point where the heels being so close creates any discomfort, then walk them out a little bit. There's no pressure here to fit a pose. There's simply your pose today. So notice how you're feeling. There's a really nice spider web that just appeared in front of my camera. Cool. Notice how you're feeling. Draw attention to the toes, maybe wiggling them around with your fingers a little bit. We're coming into a butterfly. And so if this is already enough stretch to open up your hips and open up the back body and the front body, then stay here, linger in this moment. We may begin to gently flutter the wings, bouncing the knees up and down to give our thighs and our hips a little bit of assistance and opening, releasing all the stored up energy that we have. Inhale deeply. And if this is comfortable for you, when you exhale, we're going to send the chest and the head forward, only going as far as we are able to have a nice straight back. Find where our palms need to rest. Relax the neck, creating a long line from the crown all the way down to the tip of the tailbone. Breathe deeply here. Send your breath to the tight spots. Wonderful work. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale. If we're folded, we'll return head over heart, heart over pelvis. Great. Bring the knees close, kind of like you're closing a book. And we're going to come onto our back. However you like to get there, we're going to meet with our knees into our heart space, and we're simply going to hold them here for a moment. Just get close with yourself, find what is comfortable. If you need a little bit of distance, make some. Maybe we grab a pillow, whatever we need here in this apanasana, this gorgeous wind relieving pose. Breathing. Deeply filling the belly with air, filling the channel, releasing anything that we no longer need to carry with us here in this phase. Wonderful work. Really begin to take notice of the lengthening of the breath. Breathing deeply. All right, now the soles of the feet are going to find the earth. Peek at me if you need to. And the heels are going to creep as close up to the hips as possible, as is comfortable.
Send the fingertips down. Palms are on the earth and the fingertips are reaching towards the heels. It's okay if they don't even get close. Simply the intention. Find a nice grounding in the head. Maybe rocking side to side, opening up through the neck. Inhale deeply. Exhale long. And on your next inhale, you're going to lift, peeling up the hips, peeling up the lower body, coming into bridge. Peek at me if you need to. Now finding whatever length, whatever height feels best for us in this day. Stretching through the tops of the thighs, opening up through the hips, opening up through the belly. Breathing into all these essential organs here in the center column of our body. Breathe. On your next exhale, slowly lower. Wonderful. Rock the knees side to side, opening up through the lower body. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Lift both feet up into the air. Feeling the body drain the blood in a different direction here. Great work. Notice how this feels in your body. And then we're going to transition to our final pose before we get into our rest. Simply bring the right ankle over to cross over the left thigh. Thread the needle, coming into a reclined pigeon, holding our left thigh in our palms, interlace fingers. Pressing open the right knee. Peek at me if you need to. And feeling that release, that stretch, that opening in the hips here. Breathe into any tight spaces, letting your exhale carry something out that you no longer need to store. Ripping off the layers in this phase, finding our root, finding our dark moon, our shadow as we move in this waning away from the full moon. Breathe deeply. Inhale. Exhale out the mouth. Release something. Inhale deeply. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Unravel. Coming back up. Both toes are pointed up towards the sky. Point and flex. Point and flex. Wonderful work. Now we're going to find our other side, bringing the left ankle to cross over the right thigh, threading our needle, coming into our reclined pigeon on the other side, noticing the difference in the sides perhaps, and right back into releasing any tension in that hip, breathing deeply. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling out the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale deeply. And exhale, release, unravel. Inhale, point the toes. Exhale, flex the toes. And then now challenge yourself here just one last time before we come into our Savasana. We may lower one leg and then the other, or we may challenge ourselves, drawing a lot of awareness into our center core body here, reminding ourselves of our strength as we move away from the power that is the full moon. Inhale. Exhale, lower both legs all the way down to the mat. Find the shape, find your power, and then release everything down. Relax completely into the mat. Relax the energies of the face, relax the belly, relax the legs, the arms, the joints, everything releases completely into the earth, into the mat. And breathe normally here. Close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. Simply exist here in this moment, here in this form, this space. Wonderful work. May stay in Savasana for as long as you like, relaxing and releasing everything into the earth. Or you may begin to wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers, bat the eyelashes open, and come into our easy seat. Take your time. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for practicing in this space alongside of me. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.